Hello, Toyin Lawani. Welcome to Magnify Fashion,
Thanks for having me.
the serial entrepreneur, Tiana Place Entire, king of all queens. Welcome to the show.
AKA Fashion Goddess.
AKA Fashion Goddess. You're welcome to Magnify
Thanks
Fashion.
for having me. I'm glad to be here.
No, we're blessed, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So, how are you today?
Very fine popping, as you can see.
I know you recently had a baby. Congratulations on that.
I know, right? She's 6 weeks today.
Wow.
Yeah.
How are you coping actually with your other two kids as well?
I can tell you it's hell.
Is it?
Yeah. You expect me to come here and tell you it's easy? No, it's hell. You know, a lot of moms come out there and say, "Oh, it's easy. Oh, I got my body back just like that." Yes, I got my body back. I get my body back easily. I'm lucky because I take care of my skin with Tiana's Glow products, of course, one of my skin line. You know, but the thing is, having 3 kids, I've never had my 3 kids at the same time. And this was the first time I had my 3 kids at the same time. And my daughter came from America for the first time to London. And my son came with me from Nigeria, and I had my daughter. So I had 3 kids at the same time.
Wow.
In one space. And I felt like, geez, I have plenty children. Oh. You know, that was the first time it dawned on me like, yo, you're a super mom. And it's not easy raising kids. One is 16, one is 7, one is a month old. Trying to juggle all that together with business at the same time. I have to take a break from work, but I actually didn't take any break from work. Even the day I was pushing out that baby, a client was calling me and I had to attend to it. It was so everything was just back to back, you know. And to me, that was the first time I looked at it like, yo, you are actually pulling this motherhood thing through and it's doable. A lot of moms out there feel like you can't work that much, make that much. People still don't believe my source of income at times is from this styling, the fashion school, and every other businesses I'm doing. I started almost like 22 years ago.
Absolutely.
Well, and I see a lot of people doing what I'm doing now. When I started, nobody was doing this. And I tell everybody that, yo, you can do this, even from my book called The Business Moguls by Be Unstoppable. I tell them, start something everybody's not doing. So with time, it gets easy for you. I can make a piece and sell the piece for 5 million naira. You can make the piece and you sell the piece for 500,000 naira. What is the difference between us? I built my brand name to an extent that it's like Gucci. You just want to associate with the brand. Whether it's fine, it's not fine. Whether it's ugly, it's not trendy. I just want to buy Gucci because I want you to see me carrying a Gucci bag out of a store. You know, like, okay, yo, it's Gucci, it's Versace, it's Givenchy. You know, that's the brand. That's what they're selling, you know. So it's been easy for me so far, so good, because I put all my work around my kids, travel everywhere. Everybody asks me, where do you live? Someone asked me earlier on, where do you live? I said, I live all around the world. If I'm in America, my kids are in America. My nanny's there. When I'm in London, the same thing. My nanny's there. When I'm in Nigeria, same thing. My nanny's there. When I'm in Turkey, the kids go with me. But it's not easy. It's expensive. Living around the world with managing kids, your lifestyle, the family, everything. But I'll tell parents if they can do it, they should do the same because your kids will grow with you and they will learn what you're doing. Yeah. It's just easy.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. How did you find yourself in the world of industry, the fashion industry, the movie, and the music industry? Because I know you've styled a lot of celebrities. So how were you able to find yourself in that world?
To be extremely honest, I started out when I was 16 in Unilag, and I started out with beauty, the skin. My mom was a huge part of my, career. She's late now. She died of cancer. And watching her helped me grow myself. And I always knew what I wanted to do. That's the mistake the young ones make now. Everybody just wants to do what everybody else is doing. Yeah. They don't want to create a niche for themselves. Absolutely. What I did was I looked at what the market was lacking and I provided it. Everybody wants to do what everybody else is doing. Then with time they lose money. You have to look at what they are not doing, what anybody else is not doing. Then do it. Then that way you eat your jackpot. You know, the way I found myself was I actually have a lot of other talents. And they say Madam 33 businesses. I do 33 businesses under Tiana's Empire roof. And the businesses, they all work hand in hand. Most people do businesses that don't work hand in hand and it affects them and it can't grow. Okay, like now, when you step into my place, you came for styling. I had a bride that came for styling. And she ended up giving me the job for catering, for a wedding, videography, photography. the fashion show, the music. I had to help her book Tiwa Savage, the Prince, Whiskey, because I work with all these people, and she saw them in my portfolio when she came to my empire. She's like, oh, Tiana, you do all this. She tasted my food at Amala.com, my restaurant. She's like, wow. So you can't walk into my place. You can't. That's why it's called an empire. You can't walk into my empire and go away with my money. No. By the time you start taking of chicken for I'm telling you, madam, there's ofada rice downstairs, there's jollof rice, there's fried rice, the native way. And you end up getting, oh, your skin, you're a bride, you need to pop on your wedding. We need to polish your skin. We need to give you the amambas, we need to do this, do that. You're like, wow, this Tiana is everything. So at the end of the day, what I'm giving you is a Tiana styling package. And everything I do is in that business and is under one roof, which makes everything so easy for me. Wait, sorry. What question did you ask me? Because I don't want to go off point after this.
How did you find yourself in the world of
Yeah.
music, fashion, and the movie industry?
I remember. So with time, I started with Complete Fashion. I was styling for them. Then Franca was their editor. And I started styling for free, A lot of youngsters right now don't want to invest money into their, craft. They just feel everything falls in your lap easy. Who's going to find you if you don't put yourself out there cheaply in the first place? When I mean cheaply, not cheaply, that cheaply. Put yourself cheap to a platform that is huge. So when they see you, they come to you. And everybody called me, oh, I'm in the traffic. I just bought this magazine and I saw your brand. I love this clothes. Can I buy? That was how I started up. Next thing, Exclusive Magazine reached out to me. They made me their creative editor, and I was pumping creative content into that brand for years. Next thing, I started working for Whiskey. Every tour, every his pieces, his album cover, everything. Google it is right there. Tiwa Savage, Shay, every dog in the industry had Tiana's name on them. And do you know the deal I made with directors? Then I'd not started my directing company, which I direct music videos
Absolutely.
as well, movies, blah blah blah. I style movies as well. I'm sure you've seen King of Boys, so I know that. These projects are not small projects. They're projects you need a team of 40. Love Like a Movie, I style Ciara. I'm sure you saw my piece on Cardi B's Child recently.
I saw that
These
as
things,
well.
people feel you just sit down, it jumps on your lap. It does not jump on your lap. You go and get it. If you want it done, like I want my piece on Megan Thee Stallion, I will get it on Megan Thee Stallion. When she came to Nigeria, as stylist, everybody that came with her, I'm like, okay, I need to go get this. So everybody feels you have to know somebody. No, number one, your work has to be good. When your work is good, then you have to know somebody
Absolutely.
that knows somebody that knows somebody.
Absolutely.
Then you go
That's how it
chase it.
works.
So I didn't just find myself in the music or fashion or entertainment industry. I have a record label, and I had to work with people like Dami Crane, a lot of people over the years, whether collaborating with them fashionly or whatsoever, and it got me major music videos. And what I had to do with directors, I had to tell them, you know what, when they say, Tiana, how much are you going to charge to style this artist? I'll say, you know what, I don't want to start a charge. Just put my name for free. Like maybe so many things, Dami Crane, Pasma. I have so many videos I can tell you that if you go check it out, you see co-directed by Tiana. Then nobody was putting any stylist name on music videos. And I would say, I would work for free. Just put my name. Just write, start by Tiana. And guess what? It got me so many jobs in the music industry. Like, yo, Tiana, I just saw your name on this video. I had you start. Can you start our next upcoming video? Then with time, the director started getting so intimidated by me. And they stopped, putting my name. Even when I work for free. And I'm like, yo, that's not going to happen. I'm going to start my own, company. That was how I started Tiana's Empire record label. And I started signing artists on my own, pushing them out there, for free, letting them, be heard. And it's been working out for me. And I can't tell you that it's easy putting money on people. At times, some of them, they go astray and all that. But it's helped me. And fashion was what opened all these doors, these various doors for me, with the skin, the entertainment, movies, lifestyle. And, King of Boys was a movie I styled 2 weeks. The production had already started. And Kemi Adetiba called me and said, Tiana, this production has already started, but I feel I need your touch. She called me 2 years before and said, you are going to style King of Boys. And I'm like, okay, I'm here for you. And I didn't hear back from them. And all of a sudden, they're calling me 2 weeks before the movie. Like, I need you. And I was already doing a movie in Oshogbo. That's outside of Lagos. And I'm like, how am I going to do this movie? Because it's so close. At times, you need to, put your foot down because you don't want to fail. Yeah. And she was like, Tiana, you can't say no. I need you. And I did say no. I did what I could do. And right now, Netflix and everywhere is blowing up with this movie. And everybody's calling. Netflix is calling like they want to do another project. I'm just happy about everything. But to everybody out there, it's me chasing my dreams. And that's basically it. Because when you're growing, when you have somewhere long to go, everybody throws stones at you and tell you you're doing too much. And tell you, oh, is it everything you want to do? You're confused. Because today, I have a makeup studio. Today, you step into my place. Nobody else comes to work there. It's all Tiana. Everything is Tiana. From the makeup, the salon, the beauty spa, everything is Tiana. From the food. So, imagine someone doing this and that today. Even you get confused. Like, how many businesses does this person have? Can we stop already? But I didn't let it stop me. And I'm very happy we have a lot of entrepreneurs coming up right now. They're trying to do the same thing they said, why were you doing it?
I believe you work with so many distinguished celebrities. Tell the viewers who was the hardest and who was the funniest.
Oh my God. I've worked with thousands of celebrities.
I know.
From the international ones to the local ones to the... I have to think about this one. Shola Sobowale was the artist for King of Boys. I'm being honest. And you said, who the funniest?
Who was the funniest?
Can I ask why was the artist? Are you going to let us
know?
Yeah,
there's some people that just have their ways. No matter how good you are, they just feel. I'm like that too. I'm a perfectionist. Okay. You see the way the King of Boys turned out. But if I told you she was the artist, she was the artist. And you said the funniest. But Shaggy, he's a funny.
I can imagine.
That mother sucker. He makes me laugh every minute. He's the funniest. He recently called me and I had to make him a Captain America costume. Mm-hmm. And it's the way he goes about it and everything. Even when he's wearing your clothes and he's telling pose, he will just do like this. And I started him for Alakada too with the Tony and Imanku. And I style a lot of movies that a lot of people don't even know that I style. But Shaggy is the case. A big case.
So, Tiana, who was the humblest that you worked with?
I would say RMD, Richard Mofedamijo, because he's a legend. And you expect him to be like with shoulder pad. Okay. But man, that guy is something else. He's too humble to a fault. Okay. Wow. Even when you pass and you don't see him, he will call you and greet you. That's Tiana, you did not see me. I'm like, oh, cool.
But with the kind of personality he has, you would actually believe that he's actually
You would think
humble.
It's stuck up. The people you expect, not,
honestly.
The industry is messed up. But that guy is something else, a legend, he's a superstar, and he's so good at what he does. Even when he's upset, he doesn't,
show it.
Yeah, he doesn't go out. Like, he just tells you, and you fix it. That guy is a legend. He's something else. And I think people should worship him more.
We recently had... Charlie Boy on the show. Oh. So how was he?
Oh my God, that was the character I loved styling in King of Boys. That
you
was
styled him.
Charlie Boy is somebody that didn't actually realize I've been emulating his footsteps since I was young. When I was in Unilag, I used to see a lot of Charlie Boy. I styled Derele as well. So I love Charlie Boy. I see him as someone that is very eccentric. A lot of people say he's gay. A lot of people say he's bisexual. A lot of people, they don't even know his sexuality because he's eccentric, because of his style. Charlie Boy can show up in a dress. I'm styling him up for some few awards coming up, so you guys need to look for that. But I'm sure you saw his style in King of Boys with a lion head, with hair. Immediately they gave me that character, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to kill this character. And Kemi Adetiba told me, Tiana, do anything you want. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to teach you what to do. I've given you my script. When I asked her, what do you want for King of Boys? He said, I want you. And I said, what do you mean? When he said, I want Tiana. I said, what do you mean you want? I said, I want your madness. Do anything you want and I will not stop you. And I painted this dragon up, his half hair, human hair, or his lion head. And I had to paint it and craft it. And when the way they shot the movie as well, they shot it to fit the outfit. And I was so intrigued, like, wow. Charlie Boy is 70-something years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you will still not realize that man is that old. He killed his character, the looks. It's one thing to design pieces. And it's one thing for the character you designed it for to carry it so well.
Absolutely.
And I was so blown away. And then, right then, I knew I wanted to work with him again. But trust me, he's one of the people I loved working with.
So what do you wish to see change in the fashion industry?
To be honest, the fashion industry from 10 years from now has changed. Before, the movies, the music videos, when I style music videos, I make my outfit to boxers, to dancers, they wear the same thing. Why do you think Chris Brown videos stand out? Chris Brown videos stands out so when he's dancing, you see all the dancers are wearing uniform outfits with him. But in Nigeria, you see one person wearing color riot, you see one person wearing one thing, and they're not in sync, and it makes their video look dizzy. So over the years, with time, I've been able to cultivate this into what I do by making the dancers go in sync with the artists, and their videos stand out. I would tell you that the industry needs to emulate these footsteps and add more efforts into portraying Nigeria out there. We have tried. It has changed. I am happy. We are doing well. But we can do better. Internationally, I will tell you, if not for Wizkid, Burna Boy, Davido, Tiwa Savage, all these various artists that have paved way for a lot of young people in the industry, Shatta Wale in Ghana, all these people, nobody will be hearing about Nigeria or Africa or Ghana, anywhere. It's not only about fashion. It's the music that got us there.
Yeah.
Then later, their fashion people say, oh, look at what Davido is wearing today. Look at what Wizzy is wearing today. Look at who. It wasn't the fashion, but for me, the fashion was what got me into this game. Plus, I'm doing real estate. I'm building houses every day. I'm buying lands for clients, doing interiors. I have a fashion school. I give scholarship out to people every year, 10 candidates every year for free. I train them for a year, push them back into the industry. This is what I love doing. I pick kids off the street, train them. I bring some into my home. I have about 4, and they've grown with me. These are what gives me joy. But when I say what open doors and does for everyone and out there is the crafts of each person in their mind. And that's what, I feel everybody should focus on.
So do you feel like the government, especially in Nigeria, they recognize the fashion industry and their artistic work that they provide?
No, they don't. Because, like I said earlier on, I've started Kelly Rowland's video, Never End, with Future. I can say 100 things at my fingertips that I've done internationally. Brea Miles, Playboy, Ray J. I've done so many international collaborations. Who got me there? The government? No. I feel like we are very creative in Nigeria, and the government is actually missing out on the talent that can go and focus on the international industry and break it up for them. If I tell you that Balmain, Fendi, Gucci, LV, Fendi, all these people at times is on one big major company. That Chloe, Bali, they rebrand and come out every year and create something new and push it into the industry. The Selfridges, they're all under there, Bobby Brown, everybody, they're cashing out. And these investors, they are. These are investors that looked at, and the guy that they signed recently for LV, the Ghanaian guy, that is the creative director, Olivia for Balmain. These people are individuals. I'm the creative director of my company, Elegante by Tianstein, which is my fashion brand. And I have Elegante kids, Elegante men and female. Nobody does it for me. I do my sketches, everything. I put my team, and I have a team. I have over 100 staff working for me. If you have over 100 staff monthly, if you don't pay me, they're going to leave you. I pay these people, that's why they stand with me. So imagine if we weren't doing so well, they won't be there. And these people are there every month. We have to create something new every day, and it's just from my head. And if you feel like I have taxes problem, this problem, that problem from the government, how am I going to survive? So the government is part of the main issue that entrepreneurs have, why they can't strive in the industries. Imagine if the government was helping with my foundation yearly, and I was picking up all the kids that was helping for free, and they were sponsoring me, and I was picking up all the individuals I was training. Some of the people I trained are doing so well right now. Like if I tell you their names, you'll be wow, like wow, you train this person, you train this person, you train this person. How come like that? They are all international, and I did it for free. So I feel the government needs to focus more on these things and push it out there more and help the young upcoming ones. I have money. That is why I can invest the money I'm making from this same business back into chasing my dreams. My dreams is getting international. You understand? So imagine if I didn't have money to get out there. Some of these youths don't even have money to showcase their brand. Not to talk of having money to be on that pedestal that I am on. So most of them, they're envious of Tiana. Oh, maybe she's sleeping with a man to go here. Maybe she's doing this to go there. No, I worked my ass off for it, but I know what I want to use my money for. At times I stay broke. Do you know why I stay broke? Because I take all my money and I pump it back into my business.
You invest.
Because that's what I want to do. So when I start getting back the profit by using my work all over the international platform, and you start wondering, how did this happen? How did she get there? It got there by me investing in it, and this wasn't from the government. So I feel the government can help. But the government, they will say, oh, they're helping youth. They will do blah, 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 for few months when the election is closed, the next thing, nothing again. So I wish all these things can change, but I know if they don't change it, I'm trying so far so good. I'm doing what I can for the youths. They can't say I ain't trying love. You know, I try, train them, put them back out there, let them get something for themselves. So far so good. I've trained 5 batches right now for free. 10, that's 50. And they're back in the industry right now.
That's
so
beautiful.
I wish the government can emulate that system too and try and stop their fake shames that they're doing all over the place.
So would you let the viewers know, from your experience in the fashion industry as a whole, are there any obstacles and barriers that the common man don't know or understand?
You see that laugh? That just... Okay, let's go there. Number 1. To be known internationally, to be known worldwide. Most times, even when I don't want to trend, I'm trending for the wrong reasons. And I'm seeing my pictures with Cardi B because I'm stark naked and I have tattoos on my body. I say, oh, Cardi B did this, Cardi B did that. Or a style I've done 3 years ago, Cardi B is doing it. You have to be strategic. You have to stand out. You have to be different.
Absolutely.
Okay, I sell a skin brand. To be honest, I feel Nigeria controversy sells more than even your actual work. Do you know a non-entity right now that have just a phone, a dead-ass phone? What's the cheapest phone in the market? 10,000, 5,000 iPhone. So Fight can record. Will make more noise than you that have invested so much in your Class C and all that. They don't like people that are made. They don't like people that are doing so well. They don't like people that have it together. They want to wash you down. They're like, what do you feel like? So any non-entity that comes up, just say something stupid about somebody that is popular. You are popular automatically, and you are celebrities. And I'm like, are you guys losing? What do you even think celebrity even mean in the first place? That's someone you can emulate their footsteps. That's somebody you can show your children that, look at this person. I learned this from this person. What are you learning from me? I'm different, you know. When people see me wear my lingerie, today I'm bossy, tomorrow I'm sexy. So people tend to gossip about me a lot and tend to water down what I actually do because they feel, oh, she's a mother, she has 3 kids, why is she this sexy? She's not supposed to be wearing lingerie. I'm sorry, my body is sexy. Why would I need you to come and promote my brand? Nobody can promote your brand better than you. Nobody in this world can promote your brand better than you do. If you think so, you are lying. Yes, use the biggest brand, it will trend. But imagine you when you're talking passionately from your art, about your brand or you're showcasing. Okay, I have a lingerie line. What do you want me to wear? A showcase? No, I'm going to wear lingerie or I wear agbada. No. And when I wear it, I notice it sells better because I'm who you want to see. I'm who you're in love with. And most times, these people, they're like, how can a mother be so sexy or she's doing something And you know, that extravagance, so they want to pick on it. Now, this is where I come in. I notice controversy sells. You need to learn how to use the controversy, the negativity, and push it into positivity. If these blogs knew that they were promoting your brand for free, they wouldn't do it. To them, they think they are pushing you down. You know, when they say bad things about you, they think they are pushing you down. No, they're not pushing you down if you're smart. Do you know I have customers that came to my page and they spent 5 million naira on my products? Why? The woman told me she came from Instablog. She came from Gist of Her. She came from all these blogs that she saw all the negative things and she came to my page. She wanted to insult me and she saw all the various things I was doing and I'm a mom and she had to send me a DM to patronize me. So half of the people that they are sending to you as haters are actually your customers that you're going to convert. But if you don't know how to convert them, you are going to be in soup because you don't have anything to offer. So imagine your life is based on every day, and you put you don't even know what you are doing. You just buy a cheap phone and start constituting new stands on. You don't have the value. Value is not about making noise. It's about what you portray. It's about what you have to sell. It's about you. It's about your pedigree. You know, most people say, oh, because she's from a rich family, she's from a royal family, her grandfather used to be, her father used to be a minister, her granddad used to be the first commissioner of police in Lagos. I've had that rich child syndrome, and they try to pull me down. Like, they all used to patronize me. And I'm happy that you see your friends, you all elevate. And it's been so good for me. So when people tell me that, oh, how is she able to do all those 3 businesses? It must be a man that is foiling her. Those businesses can actually give you that money that I have. And you buy houses, you buy cars, you don't actually necessarily. And this happens from when they know you're dating someone that is extremely rich and they want to give the credit to everything. But the person is not even there. You've left and they want to give, these women that do this thing the most because it's hard for them. I don't blame them. Things are hard for them and they feel like, does she have 10 head? If me, I go and raise my leg every day and they sleep with me every day and I did not get this money, how is she supposed to get it? Then she must be doing juju. Go and walk. Go and walk. Create an identity for yourself. Create a brand for yourself. Be different. Do something the world needs. That's something anybody else is not doing. People will copy you. That's the truth. Yeah. Once you start something new that everybody's doing, people will copy you. If you look at all the designers nowadays, everybody's just sitting down online. When I see everybody, I know where the design is coming from already. At least inspire me, but let me get creative with the inspiration. Switch it around in a way that you will not even be able to tell that this came from this Lebanese designer or this Dubai designer. All the designers nowadays are just irritating. Like, I don't mean all, some. You know, there's some that are still very good and creative. They think from their head to create something new. Like when I created the Transformers, everything was just all over the place. And I'm like, am I going to make money at all from this thing? How is Gucci able? And someone said, what are you talking about? You're complaining people are copying your designs. Why are you complaining people are copying your designs? They copy Gucci. Hello? Gucci has stores worldwide. Yeah. Gucci has the same standard. Yeah. When you go to Rodeo Drive, UK, everywhere, Gucci is the same standard. Do I look like Gucci, me? I don't get. You understand what I'm saying? I don't look like Gucci. I don't have the partners Gucci have. I don't have the government. You know, these are the things I wish the government can now look at a brand as big as this and say, you know what, you're good. Boom. Go and take over the international industries. Well, I'm doing it without them, but what about the upcomers? What are they going to do? You know?
So can you educate the viewers how you're able to juggle both family and work life together?
Someone asked me now and I said I live everywhere. I actually carry my kids to work. Because I don't want you to abuse my child, though. I don't want you to do anything funny. I have cameras everywhere. When I have to travel, if I don't live there with my brother, they're with me. And because I want my kids to emulate my footsteps on what I'm doing, like my son is a different breed. He doesn't actually want to do what I'm doing. That one, he thinks he's Jackie Chan. And he got stunts, got move. He's a musician. He has his own swag, and his swag is even more than me. Like even me, when I see the child, I'm like, yo, where is this swag? He comes up with different things every day. So you have to give kids freedom of speech, freedom of expression, everything. My daughter is actually the calm one. She used to be so hyper when she was young, but she grew up so calm, and I'm like, what's going on? So mainly they all follow me, around over the country if I have a job here and there. And that's because I'm just very uptight. I'm worried. I don't trust nannies. And I feel nannies are crazy. It's few of them. I've had a bad experience with one. So I just basically joke my lifestyle with them, with school. It's not so easy for me, taking them around. I don't take them out of school most time, but when they're holiday, they're with me everywhere I go, just to blend. And I want them to learn. I want them to choose what they want to do. I don't want to force them to do what I want to do. So I feel, even if you're emulating my footsteps, my son, he says he wants to be a footballer, and he wants to be a musician, he wants to be a drummer, he wants to be a pastor, he wants to be a doctor,
Wow.
he wants to be... I say, see, Teno, you can be anything you want to be. I'm not going to force you. My daughter, she's so good in science and maths, and I really wanted her to do fashion. And she's so good in art. Her sketches are even better than mine. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Find yourself. So I took her to the science school she wanted to do in London. I moved her from America, brought her to London. And now she's telling me, I don't like the school, the science is too easy. And I started showing her fashion schools in London, and she was interested. I won't force her. I would want her to choose it by herself. We all can. My mom, I took my mom's full step in all the businesses. My mom, she's a fashionista. If my mom steps, before she enters this room, you're already smelling her. That's one thing, people. You are smelling like guguru, and you want people to notice you. How? You have to smell good. From our steps, our swag, everything, you know that, damn, somebody just arrived. That's the same way I am. I learned from her when I was young, since I was young. We will be lucky if some of our children pick up our footsteps. Yeah. And we will also be lucky if some of them takes us higher. So we need to let them do all these things they want to do. So that's how I've been able to cope. I hope I've been honest.
That's quite beautiful. Well, fashion is an art, and you're very creative when it comes to your styling. How have you been able to set the bar so far?
When you hear Tiana, you hear hats. I'm artistic.
Absolutely.
When it comes to painting, graphics, everything that you feel is undoable, I'm doing it. Every time I have these ideas, it's always hard for people to bring up ideas, especially, when it's in Nigeria, we have limited resources. So I have a lot of people, like my husband, Shegun Wealth, is very good at things. So when I tell him, I want to jump from this sea to that sea, and elevates me, and I'm in the sky, and everybody's like, auntie, how are we going to do that? My husband said, we can do it. We'll go to this waterfall. When we do it, they will double your images. You will fly from there, from there. Those are the kind of people that you have on your team. You need to have creative people on your team. If you do not, you're going to crash. You can't do it alone.
Absolutely.
You understand?
So, absolutely.
All these things that you're asking me, that's something that is actually really, really easy for me to do. Ask me the question again.
How are you able to set the bar?
Okay. So far so good is by standing out.
Absolutely.
And doing something that anybody else is doing. And every year, especially March 1st, everybody goes crazy with what I'm doing. I'm either creating with paper, spoon and fork, flowers.
I saw a couple of them. They were magnificent.
Yeah,
beautiful.
And the process is not easy.
Beautiful.
And what these people don't realize is I do these things by myself. When you kneel down as a boss and you get your hand dirty, that's when you're a boss. A lot of people think king of all queens and shout is by boasting. No. You see women that's a mother. I'm breastfeeding and next thing I'm kneeling down. I was 9 months pregnant. I was still kneeling down, walking around the place. I only took my leave 2 weeks before I was due to go have that baby. And I was sitting down to work because I'm a perfectionist. And being a perfectionist is a huge disease, You feel nobody can satisfy you, no matter how good you are paying these people. And my husband was like, "You're paying these people, let them do their work." Like I'm like, they can't understand what I sketch on that paper. It will force me. I will go home, and when I come back, I will cry because the clothes will be going out.
Can I just chip into something? One of your masterpieces in your SS21 collection is the garment with the spoon. I didn't know
colorful one.
Yeah, that had the spoons all over the place. When I saw that pieces, I kind of like compared Tiana to Alexander McQueen because.
Excuse me, take it back. I'm better.
Okay, I kind of like say. I think our kind of design is out of fashion.
Alexander McQueen
And,
does not do avant-garde stuff. He does all those my suits with stones that you told me about. Yeah, but Alexander McQueen is very good. But what's the difference between Alexander McQueen, Gucci, Versace, Tiana? They had investors. The government does not favor its citizens in Nigeria. I say the truth how it is.
True.
You think with my creativity, if I'm on the pedestal, Gucci is on Taniwo, who are they exactly? They would disappear. Because with what is coming out from here every day, when I know that I'm not stealing it, they will sleep.
That's what we call pure talent.
I say it how it is. I'm not trying to boast, but I'm saying the truth. You know, that's why I said that we need to give more opportunities to people. You know?
So that brings me to the last question.
Yeah.
I know you recently got married to your best friend, the unknown,
Yes.
Mr. Segun Wealth. How is marriage life treating you?
Segun is a handful. He's a handful. The good thing is, it's not only your best friend you get married to. We work together. And over the years, we worked together for almost 2 years before we... This is Segun. You see this man standing right here? This is Segun. Segun is even on my phone watching us, watching how my outfit is right now before I go on set, telling him to go check the lights they're recording, telling him check the cameras they're recording with, see the type of camera, see the angles, check the tie, check this, check that. You need people that look out for you. You need people that know the job and work with the system. He knows the camera, he knows that it's a photographer, he's a creative editor, he's everything. So I think I fell in love with his craft and the fact that he could get all the things, you know, I wanted to do. And we just gelled. And, you know, being friends with someone before going into a relationship is actually better, you know. And a lot of people still want to get our love story from the wedding to this and the blogs. I'm always seeing different things. And everybody's crazy about why is he covering his face? He's a musician. He's a photographer. There are two different bands, The Unknown, Segun Wealth. Segun Wealth is a creative, artistic photographer, cinematographer. And The Unknown is a musician under Tiana's Empire Records. So there are two different things. And this guy is someone that is very shy. And once he wears the masks, he's just somebody else. And he takes on the stage wildly. And when he's without the mask, he's just so lazy.
Is that the alter ego name?
Yes, The Unknown.
Okay.
And he's so feisty.
After that, the unknown is, I thought it's like music and then...
Yeah. And very feisty somebody. So a lot of people feel like, okay, maybe he's hiding something. But there's nothing to hide. And that's the truth. We're married, we have a child. But, you know, you got to take it easy and understand that if you want to be known, if you want to go so far, if you want people to inquire about you, you have to be different. You have to do something everybody does not like. Nobody has to agree with this blue dress you're wearing right now. You might wear this blue dress. It might be the most beautiful thing in the world to you. And I will tell you that I don't like the dress. She looked horrible in it. She looked stuck up. Then I look at your comment and I say, why? And I start fighting you. No, that's your opinion. You know, I don't have to fight about it. That's The Unknown.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tiana Place Empire. I call you the fashion queen. I call you the master of creativity. Thank you very much for being on Magnify Fashion. Continue to wow us with your beautiful craft. Fashion is an art, and you do deliver it well. Thank you very much.